A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. At that time, Judas, who had betrayed him, saw that Jesus was condemned. He felt remorse and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and presbyters, saying, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." But they answered, "What is that to us? You see to it." He threw the pieces of silver in the sanctuary and departed. He then went away and hanged himself. The chief priests took the pieces of silver and said, "It is not lawful to put them into the treasury, since it is the price of blood." They took counsel and bought the potter's field with the money as the place to bury strangers. Therefore that field was called the field of blood even to this day. Thus what was spoken through Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him upon whom a price had been set, whom some of the children of Israel priced, and they gave them for the potter's field, as the Lord commanded me. Now Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus said to him, "So you say." But when he was accused by the chief priests and the presbyters, he answered nothing. Pilate then said to him, "Do you not hear how many charges they present against you?" Jesus gave him no answer, not even one word, so that the governor was astonished. Now on the occasion of the feast, the governor had the custom to release one prisoner to the crowd, whoever they desired. At that time, they had a notable prisoner called Barabbas. When they gathered, Pilate asked them, "Who do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or Jesus, who is called Christ?" For he perceived that it was because of envy that they had arrested him. While Pilate was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent a note to him that said, "Have nothing to do with that righteous man. Today I have suffered many things in a dream because of him." The chief priests and the presbyters convinced the crowds to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus done away with. But the governor asked them, "Which one of the two do you want me to release to you?" They said, "Barabbas." Pilate said to them, "What then shall I do with Jesus who is called Christ?" They all replied, "Let him be crucified." The governor asked, "Why? What evil has he done?" But they cried out loudly, saying, "Let him be crucified." And so when Pilate saw that nothing was being gained, but rather that a riot was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd, saying, "I am innocent of the blood of this righteous man. You see to it." All the people answered, "May his blood be on us and on our children." At this, Pilate released Barabbas to them, but had Jesus flogged and delivered him to be crucified. Then the governor's soldiers took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole garrison against him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. They made a crown of thorns and placed it on his head, and a reed in his right hand. They knelt down before him and mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews." They also spat on him, took the reed, and struck him on the head. When they had mocked him, they removed the robe from him, put his own clothes on him, and led him away to crucify him. As they were coming out, the soldiers found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name, and they compelled him to go with them to carry the cross.